Sagittarius, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through this week's reading. This is going to be our weekly reading for July 16th through the 22nd. Let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. The heart of your reading, we have the Ten of Cups. Something has you feeling very happy indeed, like you've won. I get this strong feeling of pride in success of something that you worked hard for, something that you really wanted and were passionate about. We have some fire energy popping up here at the bottom of the deck with that Knight of Wands. What's the challenge here? I mean, we can just leave the reading at that if you want to. The challenge is the Three of Cups. So it could be that now, because of your success, a lot of people want to hang out with you. A lot of people want to be seen with you. A lot of people want to celebrate with you, want to be your friends. It could be overwhelming, just the sheer number of people coming at you. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse there at the bottom, telling me that it's possible that you are feeling just a little out of character in how much you're kind of wanting to pull back from that energy and just like enjoy it yourself. I'm getting this sense of like, hey, this is something for me to be happy about, not just for me to focus on everyone else being happy for me. It's strange. It almost feels like you're getting the sense that everyone else, their support of you isn't as much about you. And that's the aspect that kind of bothers you. Like they want to bask in your limelight. They want to take some of your positive emotional wave or current that you've created for yourself. And it's not that they're not happy for you, it's just that it's a little selfish. It's more about how it makes them feel to hang out with you, because you're riding this wave of positivity. They just want to be a part of it. Ooh, and my lights just flickered. Your focus is on the Two of Wands reversed. You don't want to make any plans. You're almost kind of rethinking now a plan that you had in place before this sort of success or happiness or feeling of being overjoyed kind of took over. Maybe you just want to bask in it a little while and postpone those plans so that you don't rush right into the next thing. I do think you have someone with you at your side who is very supportive and who you want to be kind of close to you and sharing this moment with you. I think they had a lot to do with being supportive and building up to this joyous moment for you, because we have the Two of Cups there at the bottom. Show me what led up to this in the recent past. Yeah, the Emperor energy. This could be you leveling up to a point where you feel like you've mastered the ability to go out and get things. So you feel very like capable and powerful, and you're standing in your own power. It could also be that someone in like that person that you're sharing energy with in that Two of Cups scenario, that they like could be a business partner, could be a boss, could be a romantic partner, could be a father figure. But this person, I'm getting them being very supportive of you. Maybe not as emotionally supportive as you would want, or publicly acting as though they are emotionally supportive, just because this Knight of Cups is in reverse at the bottom. But by and large, I mean, the Emperor is someone who has mastered all four of the tarot suits. But gosh, okay, so this is for the next card, but another masculine cup in reverse here with the King of Cups in reverse. Makes me think that that Emperor character, whomever that is, whether that's your energy or another person you're dealing with, could be putting up a bit of a false front or some bravado in terms of their emotional capacity. The reason this is all happening, the way that your higher self and your spirit support team is viewing the situation, is through the lens of secrecy or privacy or some sort of concealment. Now, this could have to do with these hangers-on, the people that you'd prefer to not have to share the limelight with, or like maybe they just don't know you well enough to really truly care about you deeply, and that has you feeling a little off about them. You're kind of wanting to do things on the low, like keep it outside of prying eyes, or moreover, I'd say going through this is teaching you that you want that, if that makes sense. Like, before you went through this situation that you're currently in, I know it's not past tense yet, but hang with me here. You didn't know that you wouldn't like that aspect of it. Now that you know, moving forward, I think you might not tell your plans to other people. You might switch up your plans that everybody knows about so that it's like, oh, so-and-so is going to be releasing their next project at this location at this day and time. I read about it on their Twitter. And you're going to change all that up and have it be much more exclusive or private, something like that, whether it's that overt, or it could be a little bit more like a nuanced internal thing you're doing with just being a little more selective about who has access to you. It is possible, kind of on the shadier side of the Seven of Swords, that you are suspecting other people of being shady, suspecting of them trying to hide some ulterior motives or wrongdoing from you. I don't necessarily see that showing up here in your reading, but it's a possibility with that Seven of Swords that part of the reason that you're meant to be a little bit more scrutinizing or selective with or limiting, by being selective, the people who have access to you and your plans and your emotional well-being could be not necessarily because anyone has ill intentions toward you this time around, but this could be like a spiritual training for what is down the line for you, so that you don't get stuck in a situation where people are like using and abusing your energy for their own gain. Like, this doesn't read so far as nefarious to me. Whatever people want to be around you, it's just kind of normal human nature. You have a lot of good stuff going on. You're fun to be around right now because you have a lot of success. I don't think people are necessarily trying to take anything from you. It might just be emotionally overwhelming or draining with just the sheer numbers. And it doesn't even mean that has to be like hundreds or thousands of people, although I suspect for more than a few of you it is. And congratulations on your success, by the way. But even if it's just like one extra person that wants to be around you because of this positivity going on in your life, that's one person too many for you right now, the way that you're perceiving it. You are on the path to getting out of whatever turbulence this has caused for you with this Six of Swords in your near future. You know what this feels like is when someone gets famous all of a sudden and it's overwhelming. And so like their agent or their manager or their PR rep like gets them in disguise and books them for like a month away at some villa in Bali, and you're being whisked away in order to ride this out in private, likely with your significant other, with that Two of Cups popping up again at the bottom. In your surprise energy, we have the Ace of Swords. What's going to influence your situation without you seeing it coming is either some truth or clarity coming to light that you didn't necessarily think there was anything to dig for. Like, you thought that that territory had been covered and mined for whatever information you needed, but there was something lurking underneath the surface that was an important piece of information that's going to come to light. So that's one possibility. Another possibility that this just represents a yes, and you were expecting either no answer or to be passed over or get a no. So it could be like you getting an award or being chosen for a job, or someone saying yes to a request to date them, or like you're asking someone to move in with you and they said yes, whereas the discussions up until that point looked like it was going to be like, let's wait, it's too soon, I'm not sure. But that's a really positive card to get in that position either way. Truth, clarity. Speaking of truth, we get a little bit of that with this Justice card, but this is showing up in your hopes and fears. So you are really hoping to maintain a sense of fairness, a sense of balance. You don't want things to get out of whack. With the Hermit there at the bottom, that's also kind of underscoring this energy that I've been picking up on about this sense of overwhelm, the sense of like, oh, I'm really like up close to all of this positivity, I think this looks like positivity to me, but okay, when I say positivity, I just mean it's not like people trying to harm you, but the overwhelm of it, you are not perceiving as a positive experience subjectively. So the Hermit tells me that you're kind of wanting to back away from it all to just maintain a sense of clarity for yourself and get some distance between you and the kind of, oh gosh, the word is escaping me that I wanted to use, but it's like that energy of like, gosh, my life has just turned into like a spinning, whirling dervish, and it feels almost like it's getting away from you a little bit. The way this is all ending up is the Moon in reverse. It's going to be a little while longer before you make it to the other side of this. You're going to have to walk through the unknown a little bit, or keep things on such like tight under such tight wraps. I don't know how to say that right. Keep it under wrap really tightly so that you maintain that level of privacy that's going to keep you feeling emotionally and psychologically healthy. I think you also are getting the sense that this is an important time for you where the people that you choose to be close to you at this time or to have access to you is going to impact things down the road. So you're wanting to buy yourself a little more time before having to do that. That does feel like a little bit of dragging your feet and stalling, but like it could lead to that. But for the time being, it's necessary. Just don't let that drag on too long, because that could delay your progress of like what's possible for you to maintain this 10 of Cups energy in your life. All right, show me some advice for Sagittarius. How can we work with these energies for our highest and best good? Keep investing in the things that you believe are going to pay off for you, and don't put all your eggs in one basket, but don't diversify too much. You got to find that sweet spot, that balance. This is the Seven of Pentacles. Sorry, I didn't call it out. If things aren't coming to fruition right away, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's not going to. It might need more nurturing. It might need more patience. So look at the things that you've invested in, whether it be with your time, money, effort, energy, love, whatever it is that you're giving of yourself right now. And continue nurturing the things that are showing you early signs of success. I'm trying to think of an analogy for you. Like let's just use the gardening analogy a little bit because, this is a gardening analogy here in the card. You know how before fruit grows, a flower comes first on the plant? It's at that flowering stage where you're going to see little buds, little flowers starting to show up, metaphorically speaking, on the things that are going to yield fruit. So look for those early signs of, okay, this is something that's going to be beneficial for me to continue investing myself in. If you look at something and it's not showing any signs of growth or like prosperity down the line or turning into what you want it to be eventually, I would say it's likely that it's time to cut it loose or put it on the back burner so that you can invest your momentum and your valuable energy in the things that are already showing you that they're starting to flower, that they're going to bear fruit in the near future for you. Because you have a very fertile energy to work with right now. Okay, so Sagittarius, I hope that helped. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you back next week. Bye.